Heat, and then it's time to get out the old rain gauge.
Yes, we could see a lot of rain here in central Georgia, 2 to 4 inches, potentially some higher amounts, especially the further west you get, closer to the Alabama state line. And that's all thanks to our friend Fred.
Our friend Fred, there you go.
Yes, but he's not here yet. You're looking live from Atrium Health Navicent at downtown Macon. Already in the upper 70s. Suzanne, I think through the whole show, we've made it through the whole range of 70s here in Macon. Feels like 81 already outside. Here's current numbers across the region, still hanging on to 70s in a few spots. A lot of communities already in the 80s, but when you factor in the humidity, it's getting close to 90 there in Gordon here as we roll up on 10 o'clock, 85 in Swainsboro and in Dublin, 85 also in Montezuma, 87 is the current feels like temperature in Upson County. Live radar quiet, taking a break for now because it's going to be working overtime as we get into the week ahead. Some showers and storms still off the Georgia-Florida coast. That's not tropical in nature. What we're going to see today is also not going to be tropical in nature. This is just the average run-of-the-mill summertime showers and storms, brief pockets of heavy downpours possible. That'll stick with us until just after the sun goes down. Then once we get into tomorrow, we'll do it once again. I think the rain chance tomorrow better than today. Then once we get into Monday, notice the south to north motion of these showers and storms. This is the beginning of what is currently tropical depression Fred, expected to be tropical storm Fred. So here's the latest on the storm, a 35-mile-an-hour tropical depression. I'm beginning to notice we're seeing a flare-up of thunderstorms ahead of the storm. That could help it strengthen here over the next few hours. It is expected to become a tropical storm later today and then eventually make its way towards the northern Gulf Coast, somewhere in the Mobile, Pensacola region, before tracking inland over central Alabama and weakening down to tropical depression status. Now, the line here goes through Alabama, but still close enough to us here in central Georgia to provide some impacts. The forecast for this coming into pretty good alignment. You can see most of the models somewhere between the Mississippi-Alabama line all the way over to Panama City, so about 50 to 100 miles or so of difference, but it's still in pretty good agreement that that is going to be the spot where Fred eventually ends up. So let's take a closer look at the forecast model. This is the European model. Notice Fred down there, the bottom of your screen. Now watch central Georgia here. We still see some rain. You saw that on FUTUREVIEW on Monday. That's going to be indirectly related to Fred, but Fred is going to provide rain Monday into Tuesday. I really think Monday night into Tuesday afternoon is going to be our biggest impact. And then as Fred falls apart, weakens down to tropical depression, and then just loses its circulation completely, all of Fred's moisture is still going to be trapped south of that stationary front, providing a rainy week for us here in central Georgia. That's going to stick around through Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You're going to need to keep the rain jacket handy. Now, how much rain are we talking about? I'm thinking anywhere from 2 to 4 inches. Notice this model has us right at 2 here in Macon. The higher amounts to the north and to the west, but when you factor in all of the moisture and whatnot, here's the forecast for what we're expecting. Notice the 3 to 4 inch range there in the pink and reds. That's what we've got painted across central Georgia. So this is over the next 7 days, so from this morning all the way to next Saturday morning. So break it all down, we're looking at 25 to 30 mile an hour wind gusts, nothing too significant here in central Georgia in terms of the wind. The rain is going to be the biggest impact, 2 to 4 inches, 5+ inches possible in a few locations, and then an isolated severe weather threat Monday night into Tuesday. You know, we're going to be on the dirty side of the storm, and that's where you get the isolated potential tornado threat, so we'll be keeping a close eye on that. Putting numbers to it, we're looking at a 70% chance of rain by the time we get to Wednesday, but 60% for Sunday, Monday, 80% on Tuesday. That's going to be the biggest impact from Fred. And just when you think we're done, we're not. We also have Tropical Storm Grace we're watching, and this honestly has looked better than Fred has ever looked. This is going to continue its westward trajectory across Hispaniola once again, and then it looks like it's making it into the Gulf of Mexico by the time we get to Thursday of next week. So here's your 7-day forecast. The good news that Fred brings us is that our high temperatures are going to be in the 80s, but with that rain chance each and every day, and Susanna, it looks like unfortunately for Football Friday night, it's going to be a wet day, so we'll be watching that forecast closely. Now take a look at these photos. You can see